Bonjour Stéphane, comment allez-vous? So we are at Fintech Connect. It's very busy, so day one. So you have a very limited amount of time. So thank you very much for spending some of those precious time with us. You've been a banker in banking for many years, and you've worked for and with some of the most or the largest international organizations, and of course ING now. So the first question: what is your role at ING?
So at ING, I have two hats. One is called market structure, and one is innovation. So I'm a head of market structure and innovation for the financial market business. What does that mean is market structure is really an external facing role where I work with a lot of industry body groups and regulators to prepare what's the next wave of change within our market industry. And the innovation piece is to bring all those learning back to ING and try to work with our sales and trading organization to prepare those change for the bank.
So yeah, as you said, two clear functions. One is to build that collaboration, trust, and inform almost like the next generation policies or anything about innovation, and then being able to bring it back to the organization. We just spent some time with Benoît Legrand, Chief Innovation Officer for ING. So how do you fit in his organization?
So the way innovation is organized at ING is at three levels. So first you have innovation group for the whole bank, where Benoît Legrand is the head of the Chief Innovation Office.
Yes.
And then you have a second level, which is either through the wholesale bank of ING for the institutional or corporate business, and then you have innovation of the retail bank of ING at each countries. And then you have a third level, which is the innovation at business unit level. So my focus is at one of those business units, which is a trading floor of ING Bank, where we trade foreign exchange products, fixed income products, equities, commodities, all those type of products. I represent them in the innovation journey.
Okay, that's very clear, thank you. So innovation, disruption, the industry has been disrupted for the last 10, 15 years, I would say, with digital, mobile, AI, and so or anything in between. We won't talk about retail now, commercial or corporate, but let's talk about financial markets. How has innovation disrupted financial markets in the last 5 years?
So I think it's accelerating. In a way, there was the retail bank was disrupted first, and ING was a big actor in that. But the investment banking and the market industry was lagging behind that transformation. Everything was still trading over a phone, a voice with a CFO of large institution, or hedge fund manager, or pension funds. And then gradually it started to be more electronified. And my experience in my career in the last 20 years was to move that transformation from a phone activity to an electronic banking activity for large clients. Now it's going to the next step. So because there is new technology, because there is change in regulation, we can start to work on artificial intelligence. So we can start to look at distributed ledger technology. We can start to look at robotics. We can start to leverage cloud computing power or leverage the data that we have. So all those things make that a new way of trading with our clients will start to emerge. And also the other driver in the fintech companies, there is a lot of buzz by a lot of fintech companies that try to work with us to enhance this client experience or enhance our own processes internally for the banks. So compared to other sectors, the fintech companies and market industry are not too much trying to disrupt it. They are trying to work with it and to make it better.
Yeah. So again, two ways to at least see the disruption. One is improve operational efficiency, so more like not a black box for the customer, but something at your end. And the other is to improve customer experience, which is one of the biggest values and goals of ING at any level, like any type of banking you provide. So thank you for that. Yeah. 2020 is coming so quickly now, it's like even crazy that it's in a month. What will 2020 bring then in financial markets innovation and ING within that part of the business?
Yes, so there is different way we try to innovate in the market division. One is to create our own initiative internally, and we have innovation labs that help us to do that. And so we we work with sales and traders and innovators to bring those ideas to life. So in 2020, we'll probably have a few of those initiatives who are going to mature and go to market. The second piece is a collaboration with fintech companies, where we are already starting to do that this year, but what will happen more next year is we'll bring those one to life, and the kind of focus we have is around artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and some of the blockchain and distributed ledger technology. So all are early stage companies into those things. And what we did in the past was more to prove that those technology to help us to solve those problems. And I think we did that now. So that's why next year it will be, it's not an experiment anymore. It's going to be a go-to-market type of solution for those type of product that we. And the third thing we are trying to do more and more is collaboration with other banks. So we work in small consortium with other banks to create products that help moving our own ecosystem into a better place for our clients. This is kind of a big change compared to the past, because we saw banks as competitors in our market industry, where now more and more, when it's not a differentiating factor, we prefer to work together because it will help to reduce the costs of the transaction for everyone, including our clients. So collaboration is a new theme that we push very hard.
Okay, and again, it's reflected in your innovation principles, like customer culture and collaboration as such. But so thank you again. The last question, because I know you're busy, so thank you for your time again. How will customers, let's talk about customers, and let's forget about the operational efficiencies for a second. How will customer benefit from innovation in 2020 and beyond, again in the financial markets part of the business?
Yeah, on the customer side, I think there's two key points for the financial market business. Is one, they're curious to learn what we do, because we probably start a bit earlier than other banks in our blockchain practice, in our AI practice. So we develop some skill sets who are recognized within the industry. So we have a lot of clients who come and ask us to explain how do we innovate, what are the different initiatives we are looking for, how it could help them into their learning journey into innovation. So that's the first piece, and this is quite interesting for us to do that, because we want to keep that relationship with our client, and it's a good way to have a stronger relationship with them
and strengthen the relationship,
and also to co-create with them. So I think this is an important point. The second point for our clients is a lot of those products we are trying to bring to market is to help them to have a better service from the market activity of the bank. For example, the way we distribute data to our clients. So a trading floor activity is very data driven. We have a lot of pricing on the screens that we use to develop. Now we are going through API, and so we try to find the best way, the more secure way, the cheapest way to develop those API with those clients. So there will be a lot of value benefit for them to be able to consume those API, to consume this data, and then the next step for them is what do they do with this data, and so this is a learning that they will get from us, because we are more advanced in the AI space to be able to teach them how they do it. So I think there will be a lot of value for our clients as well.
Okay, and a lot of great initiatives coming up in 2020 then.
Yes.
Go to market, it is like a tangible impact on the business and at the customer level. I love that. Thank you very much for your time, Stephane. It's much appreciated.
Very good to meet you.
All the best for Fintech Connect, and see you soon in France, Amsterdam, London, wherever. Thank you.